cold outside, so I'm going to stay curled up in my blanket and read you one of my favorite childhood stories. It is from Rudyard Kipling's Just So Stories, and hopefully it'll be one of my next tattoos. It is called The Cat That Walked by Himself. You ready? Get tucked in. Get cozy with me. Let's take a nice deep breath. Hear and attend and listen, for this befell, happened, and became, and was, O my best beloved. When the tame animals were wild, the dog was wild, and the horse was wild, and the cow was wild, and the sheep was wild, and the pig was as wild could be. And they walked in the west wild woods by their wild bones. But the wildest of all the wild animals was the cat. He walked by himself, and all places were alike to him. Of course, the man was wild too. He was dreadfully wild. He didn't even begin to be tame till he met the woman. And she told him that she did not like living in his wild ways. She picked out a nice dry cave instead of a heap of wet leaves to lie down in, and she strewed clean sand on the floor, and she lit a nice fire of wood at the back of the cave, across the opening of the cave, and she said, "Wipe your feet, dear, when you come in, and now we will keep house." That night, best beloved, they ate wild sheep roasted on hot stones and flavored with wild garlic and wild pepper and wild duck, stuffed with wild rice and wild fenugreek and wild coriander, and the marrow bones of wild oxen and wild cherries and wild grenadillas. The man went to sleep in front of the fire, ever so happy, but the woman sat up, combing her hair. She took the bone of the shoulder of mutton, the big, flat blade bone, and she looked at the wonderful marks on it, and threw more wood onto the fire, and she made a magic. She made the first singing magic in the world. said, "O my enemy and wife of my enemy, give me another." The woman said, "Wild thing out of the wild woods, help my man to hunt through the day and guard this cave at night, and I will give you as many roast bones as you need." "Ah," said the cat, listening, "this is a very wise woman, but she is not so wise as I am." Wild Dog crawled into the cave and laid his head on the woman's lap and said, "Oh, my friend and wife of my friend, I will help your man to hunt through the day, and at night I will guard your cave." "Ah," said the cat, listening, "that is a very foolish dog." And he went back through the wet wild woods, waving his wild tail and walking by his wild lone. But he never told anybody. When the man waked up, he said, "What is Wild Dog doing here?" And the woman said, "His name is not Wild Dog anymore, but the first friend, because he will be our friend for always and always and always. Take him with you when you go hunting." Next night, the woman cut great green armfuls of fresh grass from the water meadows and dried it before the fire so that it smelt like new mown hay. And she sat at the mouth of the cave and plaited a halter out of horsehide, and she looked at the shoulder of mutton bone, at the big broad blade bone, and she made a magic. She made the second singing magic in the world. Out in the wild woods, all the wild animals wondered what had happened to Wild Dog. And at last, Wild Horse stamped his foot and said, "I will go and see and say why Wild Dog has not returned. Cat, come with me." "Ninny," said the cat, "I am the cat who walks by himself, and all places are alike to me. I will not come." But all the same, he followed Wild Horse softly, very softly, and hid himself where he could hear everything. When the woman heard Wild Horse tripping and stumbling on his long mane, she laughed and said, "Here comes the second wild thing out of the wild woods. What do you want?" Wild Horse said, "Oh, my enemy and friend of my enemy, where is Wild Dog?" The woman laughed and picked up the blade bone and looked at it and said, "Wild thing out of the wild woods, you did not come here for Wild Dog, but for the sake of the good grass." And Wild Horse, tripping and stumbling on his long mane, said, "That is true. Give it to me to eat." best servant, because he will carry us from place to place, for always and always and always. Ride on his back when you go hunting. Next day, holding her wild head high, that her wild horns should not catch on the wild trees, Wild Cow came up to the cave, and the cat followed and hid himself just the same as before. And everything happened the same as before, and the cat said the same thing as before. And when Wild Cow had promised to give her milk to the woman every day in exchange for the wonderful grass, the cat went back through the wet wild woods, waving his wild tail and walking by his wild lone, just the same as before. But he never told anybody. And when the man and the horse and the dog came home from hunting and asked the same questions as before, the woman said, "Her name is not Wild Cow anymore, but the giver of good food. She will give us warm white milk for always and always and always. And I will take her while you and the first friend and the first servant go hunting." Next day, the cat waited to see if any other wild things would go up to the cave. But no one moved to the wet wild woods, so the cat walked there by himself. And he saw the woman milking the cow, and he saw the light of the fire in the cave, and he smelt the smell of the warm white milk. Cat said, "Oh, my enemy and wife of my enemy, where did Wild Cow go?" The woman laughed and said, "Wild thing out of the wild woods, go back to the woods again, for I have braided up my hair, and I have put away the magic blade bone, and have no more need of either friend or servants in our cave." Cat said, "I am not a friend, and I am not a servant. I am the cat who walks by himself, and I wish to come into your cave." Woman said, "Then why did you not come with first friend on the first night?" Cat grew very angry and said, "Wild Dog told his tales of me." Then the woman laughed and said, "You are the cat who walks by himself, and all places are alike to you. You are neither friend nor servant, you have said it yourself. Go away and walk by yourself in all places alike." Then Cat pretended to be sorry and said, "Must I never come into the cave? Must I never sit by the warm fire? Must I never drink the warm white milk? You are very wise and very beautiful. You should not be cruel even to a cat." Woman said, "I knew I was wise, but I did not know I was beautiful. So I will make a bargain with you. If ever I say one word in your praise, you may come ghost's son, a wild thing from the wild woods, is most beautifully playing with your baby. A blessing on that wild thing, whoever he may be, said the woman, straightening her back. For I was a busy woman, and this morning, and he has done me a service. That very second and minute, best beloved, the dried horse-skin curtain that was stretched, tail down at the mouth of the cave, fell down. Whoosh! Because it remembered the bargain she had made with the cat, and the woman went to pick it up. Lo and behold, the cat was sitting quite comfy inside the cave. Oh, my enemy, and wife of my enemy, and mother of my enemy, said the cat, it is I, for you have spoken in praise. Oh, my enemy, and wife of my enemy, and mother of my enemy, said the cat, it is I, for you have spoken a word in my praise, and now I can sit in the cave for always and always and always. But still I am the cat who walks by himself, and all places are alike to me. The woman was very angry, and she shut her lips tight and took up her spinning wheel and began to spin. But the baby cried because the cat had gone away, and the woman could not hush it, for it struggled and kicked and grew black in the face. Oh, my enemy, and wife of my enemy, and mother of my enemy, said the cat, take a strand of thread that you are spinning and tie it to your spinning whorl and drag it along the floor, and I will show you a magic that shall make your baby laugh as loudly as he is now crying. I will do so, said the woman, because I am at my wit's end, but I will not thank you for it. She tied the thread to the little clay spindle whorl and drew it across the floor, and the cat ran after it and patted at it with his paws and rolled head over heels and tossed it backward over his shoulder and chased it between his hind legs and pretended to lose it and pounced down upon it again, till the baby laughed as loudly as he had been crying, and scrambled after the cat, and frolicked all over the cave till it grew tired, and settled down to sleep with the cat in its arms. Now, said the cat, I will sing the baby a song that shall keep him asleep for an hour. And he began to purr, loud and low, low and loud, till the baby fell asleep. The woman smiled as she looked down upon the two of them and said, that was wonderfully done, no question, but you are very clever, O cat. That very minute and second, best beloved, the smoke of the fire at the back of the cave came down in clouds from the roof. Puff! Because it remembered the bargain she had made with the cat. And when it had cleared away, lo and and mother of my enemy, said the cat. It is I, for you have spoken a second word in my praise, and now I can sit by the fire at the back of the cave for always and always and always. But still I am the cat who walks by himself, and all places are alike to me. Then the woman was very angry. She let down her hair and put more wood on the fire, and brought out the broad blade bone of the shoulder of mutton, and began to make magic that should prevent her from saying a third word in praise of the cat. It was not a singing magic, but it was a still magic. And by, the cave grew so still that a little wee mouse crept out of the corner and ran across the floor. "Oh, my enemy, and wife of my enemy, and mother of my enemy," said the cat, "is that little mouse part of your magic?" "Oh, no indeed," said the woman, and she dropped the blade bone and jumped upon the footstool in front of the fire, and braided up her hair very quick, for fear that the mouse should run up it. "Ah," said the cat, watching, "then the mouse will do me no harm if I eat it." "No," said the woman, braiding up her hair. "Eat it quickly, and I will ever be grateful to you." The cat made one jump and caught the little mouse, and the woman said 100 things. "Even the first friend is not quick enough to catch little mice as you have done. You must be very wise." That very moment and second, O best beloved, the milk pot that stood by the fire cracked into 2 pieces, because it remembered the bargain she had made with the cat. And when the woman jumped down from the footstool, lo and behold, the cat was lapping the warm white milk that lay in one of the broken pieces. "Oh, my enemy, and wife of my enemy, and mother of my enemy," said the cat, "it is I, for you have spoken 3 words in my praise, and now I can drink the warm white milk 3 times a day, for always and always and always. But still I am the cat who walks by himself, and all places are alike to me." Then the woman laughed and set the cat a bowl of warm white milk, and said, "Oh, cat, you are as clever as a man, but remember your bargain was not made with the man or the has not made a bargain with me, or with all proper men after me. Then he took off his 2 leather boots, and took up his little stone axe, that makes 3, and he fetched a piece of wood and a hatchet, that is 5 altogether, and he set them out in a row, and said, Now we will make our bargain. If you do not catch mice when you are in the cave for always and always and always, I will throw these 5 things at you whenever I see you. And so shall all proper men do after me. Ah, said the woman, listening, this is a very clever cat, but he is not so clever as my man. The cat counted the 5 things, and they looked very knobby. And he said, I will catch mice when I am in the cave for always and always and always. But still I am the cat who walks by himself, and all places are alike to me. Not when I am near, said the man. If you had not said that last bit, I would have put all these things away for always and always and always. But now I'm going to throw my 2 boots and my little stone axe, that makes 3, best beloved, at you whenever I meet you, and so shall all proper men do after me. Then the dog said, Wait a minute. He has not made a bargain with me, or with all proper dogs after me. And he showed his teeth and said, If you are not kind to the baby while I am in the cave for always and always and always, I will hunt you till I catch you, and when I catch you, I will bite you, and so shall all proper dogs do after me. Ah, said the woman, listening, this is a very clever cat, but he is not so clever as the dog. Cat counted the dog's teeth, and they looked very pointed, and he said, I will be kind to the baby while I am in the cave, as long as he does not pull my tail too hard for always and always and always. But still I am the cat who walks by himself, and all places are alike to me. Not when I am near, said the dog. If you had not said that last bit, I would shut my mouth for always and always and always. But now I am going to hunt you up a tree whenever I meet you, and so shall all proper dogs do after me. Then the man threw his 2 boots and his little stone axe, that makes 3, at the cat, and the cat ran out the cave, and the dog chased him up a tree. And from that day to this, best beloved, 3 proper men out of 5 will always throw things at a cat whenever they meet him, and all proper dogs will chase him up a tree. But the cat keeps his side of the bargain, too. He will kill